Hello, my name is Brenda and welcome to Yoga Calm. I'm going to title this one today Magic Mat, and I'm going to start it with a little theme song. Some of you may have heard of the band way back in the 70s called Pilot, but they sing Magic, so I'll play a little bit of it before we get started. Hopefully you can hear it. Here it goes. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, Magic by Pilot. We'll go ahead and get started in easy seated pose on the front edge of our mat. So with our magic mat practice today, never believe it's not so. We're going to either be on our hands and knees or our hands and feet today, but no standing work other than our down dogs on our hands and feet. So hopefully you enjoy that little change. So one heel in front of the other, and let's go ahead and try to bring our shoulders so they're stacked right above our hips. Hands can rest, palms down, palms up. You can do your little chakra if you want, your mudra, I should say. You can rest in your lap or on your heart. So let's go ahead and put all thoughts aside but what we're doing. So getting to that calm part, calming the mind and the body with our breath and with our focus. As we inhale through the nose, let the stomach rise and the ribs expand as we fill the lungs completely with air. And then slowly exhale when you're ready. Ribs gliding down and in as we gently blow all the air out. And continuing for a few more rounds. One more slow belly breath here. And then opening the eyes, bringing the hands to heart center for chest and back opener. Draw the forearms together, lift up through the middle. Inhale, reach for the side walls. And then exhale as we bring the forearms back together, sitting tall on our block. Always moving at our own speed. Once more in this direction. Reversing it. Come down through the middle. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And once more. Good job. Lateral motion side to side. Think about making a C curve on the side of your body as you reach through the fingertips. Again, just move at your own speed. Enjoy the side stretch. And then holding to one side when you're ready. Inhale and exhale, reverse it. Inhale and exhale to rise. Nice job. Seated twist to the right. Right hand close to the glute, left hand on the outside of our thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. So rotating from the base of the spine, nice and easy, one vertebra at a time. Inhale and exhale, derotate, come center. Changing sides, left hand close to the glute. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Never forcing a stretch, a pose. Inhale and exhale, derotate, come back center. Let's put the opposite foot in front or on top. So one heel in front of the other if our body allows, shoulders over the hips. Right hand close to the glute, left hand on the outside of our thigh. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, gently rotate. Like a spiral staircase. Inhale and exhale, derotate, come back center. Once more to our left, please. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, gently rotate. Inhale and exhale, derotate, come back center. Let's bring the soles of our feet together for our cobbler's pose. And grab the toes or the ankles. And we do our little bounce, our little flutter. And then release the flutter. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Want to think about leading with the chest and the heart. Shoulders are down, collarbones are wide. You can think about slightly drawing your shoulder blades together, a slight retraction. And then depression. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. If you wish, apply gentle pressure to the inside of the legs as you exhale and breathe into the tight spots. Inhale and exhale, rise up. And let's butterfly once more, please. Always feel free to stay in a pose longer. And then release the flutter. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, hinge forward once more. Hinging from the hips. Inhale and exhale, rise up. Nice job. Let's come off our block, preparing for cat-cow. So coming to hands and knees. So our knees are going to go underneath our hips, wrists underneath our shoulders. So it's real easy to want to bring those hands too far forward. Let's make sure they're right underneath the shoulders. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, cat. Drop the tailbone down. Hollow out the low belly. Slowly round up. One vertebra at a time. Arching our back. Let the head hang last. Inhale, cow. Tailbone tilts up. Sitting bones open as we round our spine down towards the mat. Draw the shoulder blades down and in. Head comes up last. And then continue. Cat-cow. Rolling that imaginary marble up and down our spine. And after our next cow pose, return to a neutral spine. And let's meet an extended child. Bring the big toes together, sitting back as far as we comfortably can on our heels. Our chest can come between our thighs or on top of them, depending upon whether we like our knees wide or together. Bringing the forehead to the mat. Always feel free to use a block to give yourself a little lift, or if you have a firm pad or a pillow, I should say, cushion, it's another option. Taking one more slow breath here, please. And then draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Lightly tuck the chin and let's roll ourselves up, stacking the spine one vertebra at a time, coming into seated diamond. Another lateral flexion with our spine, bringing the right hand close to the hip. Bring the left arm over the top. If you wish, gaze up towards the hand. Inhale and exhale to rise, changing sides, left hand close to the hip. Give fingertips flat palmed or fist for a wrist. And then take the right arm over the top if you wish, gaze up towards it. Good. Inhale and exhale to rise. Let's come back to hands and knees, our quadruped position, preparing for spinal balance, our bird dog. Exhale, right leg lifts, flex the foot, square the hips off. We're going to push the mat away. Our low belly is snug, pulling up and in, supporting our low back, our pelvis. If you want a little more of a challenge, extend the left arm bicep next to the ear. Keep the right leg active. So think about it hugging the bones, all the muscles. And then return the hand and knee to the mat. Exhale, left leg lifts, flex the foot, square the hips off. Push the floor away, our magic mat. If you wish, right arm lifts, thumb up. And then return the hand and knee to the mat. Nice job. From here, going into a short down dog. Dig the toes in. Inhale and exhale. Lift the hips up and then back, pressing our chest towards our thighs. Letting our arms frame our head like a picture. Big hands, push the mat away. Good job. Breathe into those tight spots. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Nice work. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees lower down to the mat and push back into extended child. Keeping the arms long overhead, lightly tuck the chin and round ourselves up through cat. When the shoulders get over the wrist, return to a neutral spine. And let's walk out into our face down position. So rolling all the way down, hands underneath the shoulders, elbows hug the ribs, preparing for half cobra. Inhale and exhale. Sweep the crown of the head forward, keeping our feet anchored on our mat. If they pop up, we're using our hamstrings and trying to get us to use our back extensor muscles. Then try to rise and fall with your belly breath. Good. Inhale and exhale, return to the mat. Going into half bow, let's make a fist with our left hand and bend the right knee. Reach around and grab the right foot. Draw the knees as close together as you comfortably can. And then you can rest your forehead on the fist. If you want a little more intensity, try to lift the right thigh off the mat while keeping both hip bones equally weighted. So you should feel a nice stretch in the front of your right quad, your thigh, the quadriceps. And then releasing it, let's change sides. So make a fist with the right hand, bend the left knee, reach around and grab the left foot. Draw the knees as comfortably close as you can. You can rest your forehead on your fist, and then if you want a little more of a stretch, try to get the left thigh off the mat while keeping both hip bones equally weighted. Inhale and exhale, release. Good job. Preparing for down dog. So hands underneath the shoulders, dig the feet in hip distance apart. Inhale and exhale, down dog. So hips go up and then back. Returning to our upside down V position. We'll be a little wider this time since we didn't start on hands and knees. Feel free to walk the dog, pedal the feet nice and slow, enjoy the stretch. Good, one more breath here. Inhale up on the toes, exhale, come forward into our plank. Lower the body as one unit. Nice job. Now we're going to roll onto our left side. Adjust my shirt there. We're going to bend the right knee, reach around and grab the right foot or ankle, the pant leg. So we're trying to have the hips stacked. So if I were to put a rod, it would go perpendicular to the floor, top hip, bottom hip. So it'd be a little bit different stretch than you felt on the other side. When you're laying face down, I should say. And now go ahead and release it, and we're going to roll over onto the right side. Stack the hips. Bend the left knee, reach around and grab the foot. Good. Inhale and exhale, release. Coming to face down. Now we're going to try full bow. We're going to bend both knees. Feel free to let the knees splay apart to begin with. And then if you're able, reach around and grab your feet or your ankles. Draw the knees close. And if you want even more, everything goes up. So full bow. Feel free to do one leg at a time or on your side. Good. Inhale and exhale to release. Push back into extended child. So big toes together, knees together or apart. Whatever gets you to be into the pose a little more comfortably, a little deeper. Remember, our goal over time is for the hips to be able to rest on the heels comfortably and the forehead on the mat. And then draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Lightly tuck the chin and let's roll ourselves up. Stacking our spine again, one vertebra at a time. Nice job. Coming up to kneeling, we're going to work on our gate pose. So getting your block out. And we're going to bring our left foot out so the outside edge of the foot is even with the edge of the mat. Bring the right knee underneath the right hip in line with the arch of the left foot. So straight up and down. Try not to be too far to your right. The block is going to go on the right side, and we're going to just reach with the left leg and the left arm, like someone's gently tugging in opposite directions, keeping the arch of the foot lifted. Again, left leg is active. Inhale and exhale, come right up through the center, keeping the hips underneath us, and we're going to reverse it. So the right arm goes over the top. We can bring the left arm through the center, rest on our thigh or bring it behind us. So gate pose. Inhale and exhale, come back over, reduce your block height by 1. Keep the left leg active. Think about pushing the block away with the hand. Try not to sink into the shoulder. Inhale and exhale, up and over again. As we go from side to side, try to keep the hips underneath us and try not to have the hips shoot back. So using that core to get from side to side. Inhale and exhale, go back over the top. If you wish, decrease the block height again. Again, reach with the left leg, big old stretch. Inhale and exhale, rise up. That's usually the hardest when the block's the lowest. Inhale and exhale, rise. Nice job. Let's change sides. So walk over so that the right foot is even with the edge of the mat. Left knee directly underneath the left hip, in line with the arch of the right foot. And then taking the block, tall as height. Right leg again, hug the muscle. Lift the arch of the foot. Inhale and exhale, reverse it, come through the center. Again, right arm come through the middle on the thigh or behind us. Think about pushing the floor away with our magic mat again with that left knee. Energy going up. Inhale and exhale, reverse it back over the top. Decrease the block height by 1 if you wish. Remember, everything's a choice. Keep the right leg strong, the foot square with the outside edge of the mat lined up. Inhale and exhale over the top again. Good job. Inhale and exhale, reverse it once more, please. Decrease the block height if you wish. Keep reaching with the right leg, make it strong. Inhale and exhale, rise up and over last time. Good. Inhale and exhale, come center. Go ahead and step the right foot in. Knees are about hip distance apart. We're going to sit back on our feet. And if our body allows, we're going to bring our hands behind us, fingertips, fists for wrists or flat palmed, and then we're going to lift the hips as high as we can. So maybe a little, maybe a lot, maybe none. If it's uncomfortable for you to sit on your feet, use your hands in front to take as much weight out of it as you need to, so it's a gentle stretch for the front part of your thigh. Breathe, push the mat away a little more. Good, inhale and exhale, return to the heels. Let's go ahead and turn and face the front if you're not already there. And we're going to take the right leg out in front. We're going to bring the left leg over the top and hug the knee into the center of the chest. So trying to create a nice stretch through the left hip here. If you need more intensity, pardon me, got a frog, bend your right knee, bring the heel underneath you. Make the weight even on the sit bones if you can. Try not to hike a hip. But if you need to, it's okay. Just over time, that's what we're going to be aiming for. So sitting tall, breathing into the tight spots. If you wish, go ahead and lean into it. You can go ahead and drop the head. Think about bringing your nose towards your knee. If you need even more, bring your left foot up closer to the crease of the right hip. And again, it should be a pleasant stretch. If it's not pleasant, back out of it a little or a lot. Inhale and exhale, rise up. Take the left arm up to the ceiling, drop it close to the glute. Push the floor away as we hug the knee in, and then rotate from the bottom up. So a twist with a bind. Good. Inhale and exhale, derotate, come center. We're going to change sides, so uncross the legs. Left leg out in front, foot flexed. Cross the right leg over the left. Hug the knee into the chest, the center of the chest. Again, creating a right glute hip stretch here, external hip rotators. If you want more, need more, bend your left knee. Bring the heel underneath you. Weight even on the sit bones again if you can. Again, hug the knee in, sit tall. Shoulders relaxed. And then go ahead and lean into it a little or a lot. You can drop the head. If you need more, bring the top foot up closer to the crease of the left hip. Inhale and exhale, rise up. Good job. Lift the right arm up towards our ceiling. Drop it close to the glute. Push the floor away. Get tall as we hug the knee in. And then rotate from the bottom up. So again, our twist with a bind. Good. Inhale and exhale, derotate. Come back center. Uncross the legs. And then we're going to come back to quadruped position. Making sure our block is close by. We're going to do our half pigeon. So we're going to start by bringing the left ankle in front of the right knee. So we're in a position like this, if your body allows. And then you're going to keep that foot in place by holding onto it and walk the right leg back as far as you can. You can stay upright if that's a good stretch for you to take some of the weight out of it. You can also put the block underneath the left glute to take some intensity out of it. If you need even more, start to lower the body down a little or a lot. Over time, we're letting our magic mat hold us up the whole time. Again, breathing into the tight spots. You need to, you can kind of wiggle it side to side. Let's take one more breath here. Let's slide the hands in about halfway, and then take some or all the bend out of the elbows and reach the sternum forward. So think about heart forward to the wall in front of us. And then bend the elbows, come back to hands and knees. And we're going to change sides. So now we're going to bring the right ankle in front of the left knee. Again, trying to point the right knee to the right wall. And then hold on to the foot to keep it in place. Walk the left leg back as far as you comfortably can. Again, key word there. You can stay upright. That's a good stretch. You can put the block underneath the right hip to give it a little lift. So there's a little less weight in that stretch if it's more intense than you want or need. You can also lower down part way or all the way. Again, half pigeon pose on our magic mat. And when you're ready, slide the hands in about halfway. And then take some or all the bend out of the elbows, reach the sternum forward. Shoulders relaxed, try not to hunch. And then bend the elbows, come back to hands and knees. Walk out to your plank, so kneeling plank, knees and hands and toes. We're going to do one more down dog, inhale, and exhale, hips up and back. Remember, it's okay to move the hands or the feet. Press the front of the thighs to the back of them. Spread the fingers, engage all the knuckles. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, come forward into your plank. Lower the body as one unit. And let's push back into extended child. Big toes together, knees together or apart. And then draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Lightly tuck the chin in. Let's roll ourselves up. Stack our spine one vertebra at a time. Great job. Let's go ahead and come on to our back side. So swing the legs around in front. Having the block close by in case we want it in some of our reclining work. Our stretch strap. Remember, if you don't have one, you can always use a towel. Take like a bath towel or a beach towel. So let's go ahead and roll on down. Once we get all the way down, let's go ahead and step the feet in and then circle the knees around into our chest. One hand on each knee. And we're going to make circles on the ceiling with our knees, letting the hands do all the work. And let's do once more in this direction. And let's go the other way. So legs relaxed, hands create the little circles. Let's do one more. And then we're going to rock through the tailbone area. Again, let the hands create the rocking motion as we keep the legs relaxed. Let's do one more. Good job. Let the feet return to the mat one at a time, preparing for a few bridge rolls. Arms are by our side. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, pelvic tilt, and then peel the spine away from the mat, one vertebra at a time. You want to think about aiming the knees over the toes. We're looking for a straight line from the knees to the hips, to the ribs, to the shoulders over time. Inhale and exhale, roll down. Nice and slow. When you get to the waistline, think about hollowing out the low belly. Make a canoe out of the pelvis and get the tailbone to touch last. Return to a neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Slowly roll up. And then slowly roll down. Think about the spine being a wet noodle. I mean, it's nice and limber. It's nice and flexible. Tailbone touches last. Return to a neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale, pelvic tilt once more. Let's slowly roll up. Our bridge roll. And then slowly roll down. Try to keep the arms relaxed. Hollow out the low belly. Tailbone touches last, and return to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to go into a reclining tree pose. So we're going to start by extending the right leg long, flex the foot, so make the leg active. Bring your left foot up as high as you'd like on the inside of your right leg, and make that triangle with the two legs. So let the left knee fall open. If it's not comfortable, slide the foot further away from you towards your right ankle to give yourself a little assist. Keep the right leg strong, and then we're going to take our arms and then we're going to grow them to wherever we want. So we can let them rest on the mat, the magic mat, or off to the side. If that's uncomfortable, if your shoulders don't like it, they can't lay on the ground comfortably, you can just bring your hands to heart center and stay here, or even go to your cactus. So keep the right leg active. You might just feel a nice stretch on the inside of your left leg just from the gravity of the weight falling, of the leg falling open. But if you don't, that's okay. So either way, just kind of think about how this feels laying down in your tree posture. And then bring the hands to heart center. Go ahead and step the right foot in, bring the left knee back center, and we'll change sides. So now left leg long, flex the foot. Right leg high or low, open it up to form that triangle with the two legs. Again, keep the left foot flexed. Hands at heart center, or any position that you want in your tree. So try not to flare at the ribs, try not to arch. Keep the left foot flexed, dig that heel into your magic mat. Try to notice if it feels different from one side to the other. And then bring the hands back to heart center. Good job. Step the left foot in. Bring the right knee up to face the ceiling. Pick up the hips, set them down. Circle the knees around into the chest, one hand on each knee, and let's rock side to side across our low back. And then release the rock. Nice job. One foot to the ground at a time. We're going to go into reclined twist. So we're going to bring the feet to the outside edges of our mat. Arms go out to our side in a T position, palm down. And then slowly let the knees fall to our right as far as we comfortably can today. You can look over your left shoulder. If you need a little more intensity, you can pick up the right foot and place the heel above into the outside of the left knee. And then let the right knee fall down. When you're ready, try to breathe into the left lung. And try not to flare at the rib cage area there. So think about the ribs funneling down to an imaginary hip pocket on the left side. And if you're ready, uncross the ankle if it's crossed. Inhale, and exhale, everything comes center. Pick up the hips, set them down. Make sure the feet are at the outside edges of our mat again. And now we're going to let the knees fall to the left. If you want, you can look over the right shoulder. If you need more intensity, pick up the left foot, place the heel above into the outside of the right knee, so on the thigh area. Let the left knee fall down. Allow your right ribs to funnel down to that imaginary hip pocket. And try to take a little more of the breath into our right lung. Try to be aware if there's a difference from one side to the other, maybe where you feel the stretch, or maybe the intensity of the stretch is a little different. And then uncross the ankle if it's crossed. Inhale, and exhale, everything comes center. Pick up the hips and set them down. Circle the knees around into the chest. This time let's grab behind the thighs, and we're just going to rock side to side again. Release release the rock, and now we're going to get in a little ball. Think about bringing your nose towards your knees. If you want more, you can reach around and grab the outside of your feet, so getting into a little ball. And from here, going into happy baby. So roll up, back, open up, knees go outside our ribs. The soles of the feet are like we're walking on the ceiling. This is the one where if you want a little support for your head, for your neck, you put that block right underneath your head. Always a choice, an option. We don't want to be straining body parts to get into a pose. Another gravity-assisted stretch. And then releasing the feet one at a time. Nice job. So placing the block off to your side unless you want to continue to use it as a pillow. And let's find our stretch strap or our towel. We're going to place it around the ball of our right foot. So right below the toes to avoid the arch. Hands can be high on the strap or low. Think about bringing the toes to the nose and the heel towards our ceiling. A gentle stretch in the back of the right leg. And then release the tension, give some back. Inhale and exhale. Flex the foot. And then release the tension. Both ends of the strap in the left hand. Right arm out to the side. Put a nice stretch on the right leg, flexing the foot again. And then roll onto the left hip. Bring the right leg across the body. Reach through the heel. If you need more intensity, you can bring the leg up closer to the left shoulder. So right leg closer to the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale, bring everything center. Release the strap and then slowly lower the leg back to our magic mat. Once it gets there, let it relax, wiggle it out. And then step the right leg in. When you're ready, strap goes around the ball of the left foot. And then extend the leg up, again, hands high or low, whatever feels best to you. Toes to the nose, heel to the ceiling. And then releasing the tension slightly. When you're ready, put the stretch back on. Both ends of the strap in the right hand. Left arm out to our side. Put a nice stretch on the left leg, flex the foot, and then roll onto the right hip. Bring the left leg across the body, reach through the heel. If you need a little more, bring the leg up higher. A little less, take it further away from you. Again, a gentle stretch. Inhale and exhale, bring it back center. Nice work. Release the strap, place it off to your side, and slowly lower the left leg back to our mat. Once it gets there, let it relax, wiggle it out. And then going into our final relaxation pose. So legs extended long on our magic mat. Let the feet fall open. Let the arms come away from our side palms up. And then I encourage you to kind of wiggle into it. You might need to pick something up, set it down, wiggle it out to let as much tension go as possible. So allow your magic mat to hold you up so you can relax as completely as possible. Bringing all of our thoughts back to belly breathing. As we inhale through the nose, we let the stomach rise nice and big. We let the ribs expand as we fill the lungs completely with air, energy, and life. And then slowly exhale when we're ready. Ribs glide down and in towards the pelvis as we gently blow all the air out. And continue a few more rounds of slow belly breathing. And after our next exhalation, let's draw the soles of our feet together. Bring the palms of our hands together, rub them back and forth. And then releasing, cup the hands over the eyes. Circle the knees around into our chest. Opening our eyes. Bring our hands to our knees, and we can roll to the right to come up to seated or roll like a ball, coming up on our third rock. And then finishing in our easy seated pose. If you wish, hands to heart center and Namaste. And I would like to finish our practice going back to our magic song. So, you know, or maybe you don't know, sometimes I'm a little silly and like to bring a little fun into what we're doing, or as much as possible. So let me unlock my phone here. And here we go. Anyway, have a wonderful day.